Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes in North Grenville. My name is Dr. David Shanahan and I'm the historian for the North Grenville Historical Society. This is a series of short videos on interesting and historical sites around the municipality. North Grenville has a great tradition of education, and for many years there were a number of one-room schoolhouses to be found dotted around the municipality. Only one of them was important enough perhaps to become a two-room schoolhouse, and that was Maplewood School in Oxford Mills. The school itself dates from 1875. Before that there was another school elsewhere in the village. It was designed for a much smaller community. It was in a wooden building where people were seated in seats rather like an arena on three sides of the building, all looking down on the teacher in the middle. The population of the village became too large for that school. It was drawing students from other parts of the school district, and so Maplewood School was built with two schoolrooms for the different grades. And it remained a school until 1964, which meant that many, many generations of Oxford Mills people, children and from the school district in general, went through this building and got their education there. It's an interesting fact that at least one bishop came out of that school. An assistant to the Prime Minister of Canada, William Lyon Mackenzie King, was educated in this school. He became later the Assistant Postmaster General. So the quality of education clearly was quite high. Maplewood School itself is in a part of the village where there have been fairs and events and public ceremonies taking place since the 1850s. It's adjacent to the old town hall, which was the capital, as it were, of Oxford and Rideau Township from 1857 until amalgamation in 1998. So Maplewood sat at the center of the political and the social and the cultural life of North Grenville. The Maplewood Park, which surrounds it today, was the site of Canada Day events, before that Dominion Day, Union Day, summer fairs, and the school was intimately involved in all of these activities. When the school closed in 1964, it was because of amalgamation rationalization. The Oxford and Rideau Public School was built, and all of the one-room schools in the area, along with Maplewood, were closed, and the students were sent to Oxford and Rideau Public School. After that, it was used as a center for mentally disabled children, so that they could have a place where they could be educated and trained. And after that closed, it became the site of a public library for Oxford Mills. The center of the focus of the building has always been the community. The children of the community, the events that took place in the community. Maplewood was there as the focus for all these things. There was a time when Oxford Mills was a very active and energetic kind of place. It had its own hotel. It had two mills. It had a cheese factory. It was a very active place with 4 different churches, major congregations. So the school played a very important role in this community as it developed and as it grew. And even after it ended its days as a school, even when the library itself was closed, it was taken over by the community association in association with the municipality to turn it into a community hall, a community center, which is still its main raison d'etre today. So Maplewood has remained as part of the community. It's been, even in recent years, a place where the community could meet, the community association would meet, political events would take place there, weddings take place there, all kinds of events. It is a beautiful building. It's quite unique in the history of schools in North Grenville, in its character, in its design, in its makeup. It's got a history going back to the 1870s. So many important events have taken place here. It's now owned by the municipality of North Grenville. The Community Association of Oxford Mills have recently put in a gazebo in the park to replace one that that was old and demolished, and it remains a vibrant centre with an amazing history and many stories to tell.